Ragazzi, prima di iniziare col video vi ricordo che ogni lunedì e venerdì sono in live sul mio sito Viola alle 21:15. Mi raccomando, mettetevi la sveglia e non mancate.
Listen, if you ever...
Ragazzi, dobbiamo indagare sul coso, cioè sul piano segreto di Finn. Missione secondaria e direi di partire, sfruttiamo la porta, entriamo subito e vediamo un pochettino.
2658, right? Programmable matter.
Materia
I can
programmabile.
make this into anything. Oh, I'm digging this.
Ragazzi, clamoroso! Ragazzi, clamoroso! Ragazzi, sto costume è fantastico, dai. Il costume è
I think
fantastico.
that'll do it. I gotta thank Danica for the tip.
Raga! Raga, è clamoroso! Raga, è clamoroso! Dai, ragazzi, è clamoroso, dai. Ragazzi, è clamoroso. Uno dei miei costumi preferiti di Miles Morales. È clamoroso, dai. È clamoroso, ragazzi. Uno dei miei costumi preferiti, ragazzi, è questo, poco da fare. Ragazzi, devo dire tante robe, Cioè, guardate che figata sto costume. È una figata. Uno dei miei costumi preferiti sbloccato. Tanta roba. Io penso che c'è da fare altra roba e in realtà è tutto a posto. Io direi che con questo costume, ragazzi, sapete cosa possiamo andare a fare? Possiamo andare a fare tutte quante le sfide di Brawler, ragazzi. Possiamo andarle a fare tutte quante, una per una dopo l'altra, ragazzi. Io perché come costume, ragazzi, merita di brutto. Io andrei a fare tutte le missioni di Brawler, onestamente andrei a fare tutte. Proprio tutte. Sono un botto, ci metteremo un po', però io le andrei a fare tranquillamente. Partiamo dall'alto e andiamo a fare tutte le missioni di Brawler. Ragazzi, costume clamoroso, un costume clamoroso, guardate che figata. Uno dei miei costumi preferiti del buon Miles. Ovviamente nulla togliere dall'originale, perché l'originale sarà sempre l'originale. Però questo qui, ragazzi,
Arms are solid, bro. All these people trying to get arms is all about them.
questo costume, cioè qualcosa di clamoroso. Va bene, andiamo a fare la missione di Brawler e ne facciamo la missione di nostro zio Aaron e vediamo un pochettino come andrà, vediamo. Anche perché in teoria alla fine dovrebbe sbloccare il nuovo costume, quindi vediamo un po'.
Your dad and I fell asleep listening to this sound every night when we were kids. It's got a good beat.
Okay. Something rhythmic that was around when Dad and Uncle Aaron were little.
Devo aspettare il momento giusto, raga.
There's a
Ok,
subway line. Yeah, that's it.
la linea metro.
You probably don't.
Ragazzi, ascoltiamo.
But your dad and I grew up not far from here, before we moved to Brooklyn in high school. Hearing the clatter of the wheels, the squealing when the train turn or stop, always makes me think of me and your dad's late night talks. Mostly about what we wanted to be when we grew up. I wanted to be a space agent. Dad's dream changed. Doctor, firefighter, social worker. But he always wanted to help me.
Yeah, sounds like Dad.
Praticamente, ragazzi, io perché riprometto che sto includendo queste di Brawler? Intanto perché è un personaggio fondamentale della storia di Miles Morales, perché ragazzi lo zio di Miles praticamente era un punto fondamentale della storia, insomma.
Hey, Dana fans! You're tuning into my four-part series, Underground Exposed. While Spider-Man was shutting down the underground hideout in the Upper East Side, I found evidence of their days partnering with Tombstone together. Yep, heard that right. They worked together off and on until an underground killed one of Tombstone's people.
Your mom lived here right after college. You know that? She and your dad were dating. 3 of us spent a lot of time here. We got used to this soft, steady beat.
Soft beat.
Un ritmo soffuso.
Something that's been around a while.
Ok, trovato. Confermato, ragazzi.
Yeah, it's subtle, but a good beat.
Things were good back then. Felt like they'd be good forever. Your mom got her first gig as a teacher. Your dad was new to being a cop.
Ok, scusate.
I just started calling myself the prophet. I figured we all kept secrets about our jobs. Couldn't last, though. Your dad's job and mine crossed paths too often.
Man, Uncle Aaron, if you would have been anything else, my mom and dad would have supported you all the way.
Ragazzi, veramente spero non trovato interessante.
This one was all your dad's idea. You need something that's always in this park. Quiet on their own, loud in a group.
Loud in a group?
Dopo un'ora.
This was way back, before high school. We were hanging in the park one day, and someone dropped a hot dog. You know how that goes. The place was swarming with pigeons. Dad stopped cold. He said, Aaron, man, that's some music. Listen. Next day, we were crawling all over Manhattan looking for beats. Like you are now.
Remember the first time they showed me how to sample? Uncle Aaron had the gear, and Dad had the ear for music.
Hey friends, this is part of my series, Underground Exposed. I'm looking into who the Underground are, and what they want, with the help of Spider-Man. I had to pinch myself when I said that. Okay, so, the Underground used to have a major grudge against the Inner Demons, and not for the reasons everyone else did. This was before the Tinkerer took over, and way before anyone knew who the Underground were. They wanted respect, not a street press on it, whatever you call it.
This is a good one. Me and your dad used to hang around here. Listen while the whole station came alive. That's what you need.
Something at the station. Has to be the fire alarm. Gotta get close. Fire station.
I think hanging around here is how your dad got the idea to be a cop. I said, man, you're not uptight enough for that job. He wanted to make things better from the inside. Pretty sure he died trying.
Every day made things better, Dad. And so will I.
Roxxon and the Underground are throwing down out in the open.
E ci riuscirò anch'io. Ragazzi, questa qua è molto interessante in realtà. Molto interessante perché si trovano molte cose. Da poche parole di nostro circo, più di mai si sta raccontando la sua storia con il pezzo che sarebbe una base. Quindi tanta roba.
This was our Everest back in the
Devo
day.
ascoltare, insomma.
We were so pumped when we finally made it to the top.
Voilà. Eccoci l'altra cosa.
Times Square. Easy to find someone in the crowd here. Or lose them. Sound you need's like an electric current.
A current. Could cheat it with venom. Nah.
afraid he's gonna
Confermato.
wanna leave.
Oh, that's cool.
Adesso?
Love how alive that feels.
After I started calling myself the problem,
Scusa zio, ma devo mettere l'altra
my
posizione.
first client right under this sign. Neon flag's hard to miss, and the crowd makes it easy to blend in. She wanted me to steal the painting. I looked across the square and saw your dad looking back at me. He never said anything. He just turned and left. He didn't know everything, just that I was a thief. That was enough. I think he saw where we were headed long before I did.
If he would have tried to act right sooner, he would have forgiven you. I know he would have.
Allora, andiamo al
Hey,
prossimo.
Spider-Man. I was thinking, and it's totally cool to say no. How would you feel about coming on my show?
I mean, I don't really do publicity. Secret identity, that whole thing.
Ok, avanti un altro.
This sound always feels like someone celebrating, even when it's just telling time.
Troppo distante.
Your dad thought so too, so we had to include it.
A sound that tells time. Okay.
Quanto
Well, Max ain't
schifo.
making it.
I've had enough snow for one lifetime.
What?
Ok,
That's it. Ringing
a
up
posto.
an hour.
Prima che parta l'altro, andiamo al penultimo. Questo qua è il penultimo, ragazzi. Tanta roba.
When I hear those bells, I remember the last time I was here. Your dad had just graduated from the police academy. I didn't go to the ceremony, so I met him here after. Bought us milkshakes. Strawberry for him, peanut butter for me. I don't know why I remember that. He said he couldn't cover for me anymore if I got in trouble. I told him I was done with that life. I was lying, but he believed me for a while. Or at least pretended to.
Man, things got complicated between them.
In poche parole, lui penso che ha finito con la vita da criminale, però il padre paterno sta nel senso, parla di niente, però comunque non so.
Hey, Danica. So, about coming on your show.
This plaza and the blocks around it are alive with sound.
Ah, troppo distante.
What you're looking for is light, distinct.
Perché la
Light,
porta
huh?
è troppo distante.
Okay.
Mi devo avvicinare. Troppo distante. Troppo vicino.
Another Christmas song, another year without a boyfriend. These street performers are getting better and better.
I like that.
Ok, confermato.
Yeah.
Molto
Wait.
bene. Ora ragazzi andiamo all'ultimo. All'ultimo campione audio.
That sounds good.
This plaza is where I had my first job. I was fresh out of high school then. Didn't have the gear or the mask. Guy paid me to mug his balls. Rough him up, take everything in his wallet. Your dad found out. He stood under those wind chimes yelling at me for an hour. He never told our folks. He made me promise I'd stop stealing. Wish I kept my word. You deserve better.
I wish you had too.
Già, lo vorremmo
You and Dad would
toccare.
have stayed close. And you and I would be okay too. Man.
Cavolo sì, cioè nel senso storia molto complicata sicuramente. Primo lavoro alla fine un fit che sto
Hey, Danica. So, about coming on your show. I mean, I don't really do publicity. Secret identity, that whole thing.
Right, totally. No pressure. I just think people would like to hear from the new guy, you know?
I don't know what I'd say. I'm just kinda...
Have fun with this one. I had a repeat client I always met here. Got real used to waiting, listening, hearing this sound running on a tight schedule.
A sound on a schedule.
Ok. Ho dovuto fare un po' di trick, però...
That's right.
La finale del
Client I met here used to take the ferry over from Jersey. Work for him was good money. Got busted. He's how your dad found out about the problem. Not that it was me, that a thief was making it big in New York, and your dad volunteered for the case. I could feel him closing in. I had to try and guess which should be worse. Told him. Caught me.
That'd be me. I don't know what I'd do. That can't be the only reason Dad cut him off.
Allora. Ma di prova cosa... Ritorno all'origine.
Not if he fessed up. It just wasn't Dad.
Hey, young blood. You got almost everything you need for the trap. You just unlocked the spot where you could find the last piece. Hope it works for you.
The place where I fought him? Doesn't have the best memories, Uncle Aaron.
Ok, devo andare via, ragazzi. Devo andare via che è il posto che siamo affrontati. Giusto? Ok. Andiamo subito, ragazzi. Andiamo subito, Scorsa pure.
In subway tunnels.
Ok.
Guess a good thief needs a good hideout.
Molto bene.
Whoa!
Voilà.
I'm kind of jealous of his lair. The lab. The basement thing.
Qua c'è roba da scoprire.
Sequencer. Sampler. Vintage. Oh, has to be him and Dad's equipment. He was always way better at guitar than me.
Minchia, c'è uno specchio.
He used to come to our place for dinner all the time. Guess he never learned to cook.
Oh, sto di... Minchia, ragazzi, sto di Cristo, guarda che roba. Sì. E questo? Ho qualcosa per te, dovrebbe tenerti al sicuro. Ascolta i suoni della città. Ascolta...
Use the sounds.
Minchia! Oh, simile! Oh, bello!
Frequency lock? Learn something new every day.
Ah, il costume!
Hey, kid. Hope the suit fits.
Sì, vado.
You asked why me and your dad stopped talking. He was investigating the Prowler. It led him to my clients, people like Simon Krieger, Wilson Fisk. Dad couldn't afford to make enemies like that. Not with you and Rio in the picture. So I told him. Hoped he'd back off, and he did. For good. He didn't want me around. Didn't want you to turn out like me. Hope this suit helps you be better. Take care, Spider-Man.
Thank you, Uncle Aaron,
Oh,
for
madonna.
everything.
Ragazzi. A parte la storia che vabbè è fantastica. Ma vogliamo parlare del costume? Ma quanto è figo, raga. Cioè in questo video abbiamo sbloccato 2 costumi, non so se vi rendete conto. Cioè il costume è fantastico, fotonico. Vabbè, questo qui diciamo che è bello, è figo. Cioè però questo qua diciamo che ci ha regalato lo zio. Devo dire che è tanta roba come costume. Molto figo, ragazzi. Molto davvero bello. Molto bello. E vi vedo più, però per rendere omaggio al costume c'è
That billboard's getting messed with by the underground. They gotta be close.
Facciamo subito la processa.
Picking up interference again. if I can lock onto the underground signal, it'll lead me straight to them.
Vabbè ragazzi, io direi che per questo è tutto, mi raccomando di non bella iscrivetevi, mettete campanellina, vi auguro una buona giornata, ci vediamo domani con un nuovissimo video di Spider-Man, costume veramente fotonico.